Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, we're going to react to celebrities' reactions to their Family Guy parodies. Now, Family Guy often, does depictions of celebrities like similar to South Park and The Simpsons. And Family Guy isn't a show that's usually quite flattering of celebrities. So I'm sure, key facial features, maybe personality quirks or mishaps that celebrities have been involved in. Family Guy is going to show those things and probably exaggerate them. So you would hope that the celebrities would take it and, just roll with it. It's just a bit of fun, but I'm sure some of them got a bit sensitive to it.
Ben Stiller, help me!
No,
Those
Peter.
ears.
I heard what you said about my movies.
How'd you hear?
Hello!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity reactions to Family Guy parodies.
Me being under Stewie's bed or something like that, and I'm smoking a cigarette or something? Is that what you're talking about?
For this list, we'll be looking at household names who responded to this animated sitcom's send-ups of themselves and their work. Which Family Guy celebrity caricature made you laugh the hardest? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Willem Dafoe. We'd gladly take an evil monkey living in our closet over a green goblin under our bed. Through a cutaway gag, Stewie reflects on how Willem Dafoe used to reside beneath his crib.
I used to have a Willem Dafoe living under my bed.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
Hey, you asleep yet?
No?
Just checking.
Voiced by
Sounds just like
David Anthony Pizzuto, Dafoe pops his head out from
thought
under
it
the
was
crib,
him.
waiting for Stewie to fall asleep. The Oscar-nominated actor smokes a cigarette to pass the time, slithering back under. Where exactly do his legs go? Although
Yeah.
Dafoe wasn't familiar with Family Guy, somebody told him to check out the clip on YouTube.
It's weird. I mean, I don't know the show, but I know some people really love it.
Dafoe thought it was weird, but he also found the cameo pretty cool, having a good laugh about it. Now, if only Joe could learn to pronounce Willem's name correctly.
Yeah, I just love William Dafoe.
Not William, it's Willem.
Yeah, that's what I said, William. He was in Spider-Man with Kristen Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
Number 9.
To be fair, like Willem Dafoe in Spider-Man, legendary. Those are probably my favorite Spider-Man movies.
James Woods.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Man, I hope that's James Woods, because if it's me under there again, I'm gonna be really pissed off.
Where many Family Guy
How would
caricatures
it be
require
you?
an impressionist, James Woods has voiced himself on numerous occasions. Woods was flattered when the show's school was called James Woods High, paving the way for him to guest star. Although he's depicted as an eccentric antagonist who torments the Griffins, Woods stated in a 2015 interview that he enjoys making fun of himself, so much so that he doesn't demand compensation.
Family Guy is a funny thing because
Nice.
I just really enjoy making fun of myself because it's just like, everybody else is going to do it. I might as well join in.
3 years later, though, the increasingly controversial Woods tweeted that he turned down a Family Guy episode due to its anti-conservative nature. Woods hasn't voiced himself since 2016, while the school has become Adam West High. Although his Family Guy days are likely over, we'd love to hear the unreleased recording sessions between Woods and Seth MacFarlane.
What were some of the things you were saying?
Oh, I could. I said, burn those tapes. No, I mean, believe me, we make more fun of ourselves than anybody else.
Number 8.
Honestly, I love a person who, can just have a bit of fun, that doesn't get like so sensitive and like, you know what I mean?
Robbie Krieger.
So have you ever watched The Family Guy? Do you watch that show?
A little bit.
A little bit. Did you ever see they did a little parody scene of the Doors movie. I don't know if you ever saw it.
No, I never saw that.
All right, we'll hit play. We'll see what you think.
Peter is a lousy teacher, but he does give Chris and Meg a mind-bending lesson on film and music history. Venturing into the desert while tripping on peyote, Peter and his 2 eldest children pay tribute to Oliver Stone's 1991 musical biopic, The Doors.
But first I must inhale. And again. And again. Let's go to the Hollywood Hills and kill a bunch of people.
While Robbie Krieger
Jeez, that's so weird.
Was vaguely familiar with Family Guy, the Doors parody had eluded the band's guitarist. Almost a decade after the episode first aired, Krieger filmed a reaction for the Doors' YouTube channel. Krieger can be seen smiling and chuckling throughout. He even cracks up at Peter's final line, alluding to the Manson family. Although he seems to enjoy the bit, Krieger claims that the Doors didn't do peyote in the desert. At least, not altogether.
What's peyote? Some kind of,
Now, you guys never actually went to the desert, right? You never did peyote in the desert?
Not as a foursome, no.
Okay.
Number 7, Gal Gadot.
So somebody did.
We can't say that Gal Gadot's Imagine video was the worst thing to come out of March 2020, but what was intended to uplift humanity only inspired laughs and face palms.
Imagine there's no heaven.
A year and a half after Gadot sang along with her fellow celebrities, Family Guy commented on the cringeworthy video. Encouraging people to get vaccinated, Stewie notes that another variant could lead to another lockdown, leading to more of Gadot's singing.
If the virus is allowed to spread through an unvaccinated population, it could mutate into a variant that the vaccines might not protect against. And then we're right back where we started. Gal Gadot singing Imagine. We cannot let that happen.
Gadot has acknowledged that her well-intentioned video misfired and has learned to laugh about it. She shared the Family Guy PSA on Twitter, writing, "I promise I'll never do that again if you get vaccinated." Gadot even encouraged her followers to watch the whole video. Family Guy's official Twitter account responded, "Since you're vaccinated, we forgive you."
Well, I just realized this is like one of those Schoolhouse Rocks. Except, without the rock. Yeah, it's like school. Way to end strong, Brian.
Number 6.
Man, oh man. I just hope we never see a situation like that again, with the whole, pandemic and all of the... Oh, my God, it was a nightmare. The two sides, the pro and the anti, even speaking about it on YouTube could get you in trouble in those days. It was crazy.
Marlee Matlin. An Oscar winner and inspiration to deaf performers everywhere, Marlee Matlin has been parodied multiple times on Family Guy.
Hi, Stewie!
Oh, come on, Marlee. I know you can't hear them, but you gotta feel those things slapping out of there.
In addition to neglecting her farts while passing by Stewie, Matlin struggles to book movie tickets over the phone.
Please say the name of the movie you'd like to see now.
The last Memty.
You have selected 300.
While Alex Borstein voices her, Matlin's agent supposedly got in touch, asking why they didn't enlist the real Matlin. Borstein and Matlin later confronted each other on Seth and Alex's almost live comedy show. Matlin jokingly criticizes Borstein's impression and teaches her some suggestive sign language.
You want to learn some sign language?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Behind the scenes, Matlin defended the various parodies of herself, stating, "The day we censor humor is a sad one for sure. All I gotta say is, line up, people." Matlin would eventually land a role in Family Guy, voicing Stella.
Nice to meet you.
Well, what is this? We doing a new secret handshake now?
No, Griffin, she's deaf.
Oh. Can she read lips?
Yes, I can.
So if I do this, I can talk about what a sweet rack she has?
Yes, but try not to make a boob-honking gesture with your other hand while you're saying it.
Number 5, Sarah Palin.
Marlee Matlin, she was part of the dais on the roast of, I think it was Bruce Willis, and she was really, really funny.
Palin.
So what do your parents do?
That's better. My dad's an accountant, and my mom is the former governor of Alaska.
When Chris dates a young lady with Down syndrome named Ellen, she mentions that her mother is the former governor of Alaska. It's a clear jab at Sarah Palin, who has a son with Down syndrome who was about 2 when this episode aired. On Facebook, Bristol Palin referred to Family Guy as a particularly pathetic cartoon, calling the creators heartless jerks. Sarah Palin shared similar criticisms on The O'Reilly Factor, calling them cruel, cold-hearted people.
Those in the special needs community truly are some of the most loving and compassionate people in the world. So why pile it on to them and make their lives even that much more challenging?
Yeah,
so she said it best.
McFarlane discussed the controversy on Bill Maher, noting that Andrea Faye Friedman, who voiced Ellen and has Down syndrome, released a statement saying that the joke was directed at Palin, not her son. Friedman added, "I guess former Governor Palin does not have a sense of humor."
What Sarah Palin, I think, was doing was coming out and saying, "I'm here to defend you." Right. And what Andrea, the actress, had said was, you know, this is, I don't need this. I love my life. I'm very happy.
Number 4.
I've not seen that bit, but if it was kind of rude and harsh, then yeah, I kind of see where she's coming from. You know, like there's just no need, you know, to go after people with special needs if it was done in a sort of like a rude and horrible way.
An audience of celebs. Stewie and Brian kicked off the 2007 Primetime Emmys with a musical number paying tribute to television. Well, more specifically, all the garbage on television.
CBS was once a network that was reverent and clean, but today they've got some shows that are remarkably obscene. Like the show about a little boy who lives with Charlie Sheen.
The tune is set to the melody of the FCC song, which already borrowed from the show tune Volunteer Fireman's Picnic.
ABC has got a lineup that's refreshing and alive, with its hits like Desperate Housewives just continuing to thrive. And those women look sensational for being 65.
Throughout the song, the duo references the surprisingly creepy premise of 2.5 Men, the ages of the Desperate Housewives cast, and Isaiah Washington's dismissal from Grey's Anatomy. While Washington wasn't present, T.R. Knight was in the crowd.
Now the Peacock's having trouble simply staying in the race, so I hear they're bringing Seinfeld back to save a little face. And I hear Isaiah Washington is taking Kramer's place.
The camera cuts to reaction shots in the audience with Charlie Sheen, Terry Hatcher, Felicity Huffman, Eva Longoria, Marcia Cross, James Gandolfini, and Edie Falco all laughing along. Their last jab comes at the expense of The Sopranos.
Now The Sopranos is a show I'd recommend.
Great show. One of the best of all time, in my opinion.
Because you never know just how it's gonna.
Number 3. Adrien Brody.
Brilliant.
Brief yet brutal, the season 9 premiere took a shot at this Oscar-winning actor's star power.
Just for that, when the movie of this story comes out, I'm gonna make sure Adrien Brody plays you.
I guess that means you don't want anyone to see it.
Okay, all right.
But hey, that's not true, Tom. The house is packed when Meg goes to see that 3D movie where Mr. Brody does sit-ups. Of course, the 3D gets a little too real with Brody's nose poking out of the screen.
1, 2.
Despite making fun of him, McFarlane reportedly let Brody know at a party that he was a fan of the movie Splice. While McFarlane wanted to let bygones be bygones, Brody couldn't help but take offense to the mockery. McFarlane didn't go into great detail, but apparently there were hard feelings.
I said, like, hey, I really like Splice. I hope there's no hard feelings. And essentially the upshot was, well, there are.
It's also worth noting that Family Guy isn't the only McFarlane cartoon that made fun of Brody.
Hello, beautiful. How'd you get so beautiful? How'd you get that sunshine in your smile?
Number 2. George
I mean, if somebody made fun of, like, your nose on TV, would you take it well? Like, a lot of people, I think, say they would, but they probably wouldn't, would they? So I kind of have a bit of sympathy for Brody, but it's just a joke. I don't know.
Lucas.
Oh, sorry. This is my joke lightsaber. It's cute, right? Okay, for real now.
Although Family Guy and Star Wars have Fox in common, well, Disney now, McFarlane and company likely wouldn't have produced Blue Harvest without Lucasfilm's blessing. Despite getting permission, McFarlane didn't have the best feeling when they screened the episode for George Lucas at his ranch. The crew half expected Lucas to say, you know what, we can't allow this to air. To their relief, Lucas laughed a few times, cementing his approval.
I got him! I got him! Right, kid, don't get penisy!
With the second Star Wars parody, Lucas did take issue with a certain 4-lettered word and some other dark jokes, but he ultimately signed off.
I love you.
Off. With the third Star Wars parody's release, McFarlane said they don't allow everything, but they allow a lot. They allow Family Guy to be Family Guy.
Wow, there are all kind of manner of crazy monsters in here.
Yeah, and they added even more for the special edition.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Man, George Lucas, like, do you think he should have... I mean, he made a lot of money selling Star Wars to Disney, but most of the Star Wars Disney shows and movies have not been great, honestly. They've not. I don't know why they haven't given us a Darth Vader movie yet. Like, why haven't they done that?
Jodie Sweetin. The Full House star was stoked, honored, and apparently didn't find it rude.
Hey, are you guys in there? Peter, I need a taste.
Oh my God, it's Jodie Sweetin. Quick, everyone lie on the floor.
Peter, come on.
Cardi B. Proof that the rapper isn't irrelevant.
Cardi B tweeted something, and I retweeted it with this.
Wow, that is some top-shelf journalism.
Jonathan Lipnicki. The Jerry Maguire actor said, "I'm honored to be made fun of on that show."
Forget about yourself for a second, Carter. Look what has happened to Jonathan Lipnicki.
God. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. You should probably take care of that. I'll be here.
Rachel Bloom. She said, "Ha ha, funny," but could taste the male condescension.
So, a crazy ex-girlfriend sings this hilarious song.
Uh-huh.
It's all about how she's having her period, but the other guy she wanted to impress, the one who created the social media app, he walks in while she's singing, so now he's not into her either.
Alyssa Milano. Technically part of a bit, but we're sure a lot of celebs dream about doing this.
Hey, since I became president, profits have been higher than Alyssa Milano.
What kind of cheap shot, Joel?
I'm suing, I'm on it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Carol Burnett. Some celebs laugh along with Family Guy parodies. Others take offense, but legendary comedian Carol Burnett stands out as one of the few who actually sued.
She sued?
At Quagmire's favorite store, Burnett's charwoman character from her variety sketch show can be spotted.
Was her chin that big? Oh my God.
Although her screen time is brief and tamer than some other Family Guy caricatures, Burnett argued that Fox had committed copyright infringement and violated her publicity rights. Sources reported that Burnett sought between $2 and $6 million in damages. Judge Dean Krieger ultimately threw out the lawsuit, citing the First Amendment as Family Guy's ace in the hole. However, Kriegerson said that he fully appreciates how distasteful and offensive the segment is to Miss Burnett. Hey, she got off easier than Jimmy Fallon did.
And this is for laughing and looking at the camera during every sketch you've ever been in. Who do you think you are, Carol Burnett? You think because she did it, it's okay for you? You haven't earned what she's earned, buddy.
Do you agree with our picks? Check it.
I can't believe Carol Burnett actually sued. I mean, come on. Like, they didn't make her say anything crazy or do anything crazy. Yeah, the physical depiction wasn't flattering. Like, I don't know why they made her chin look so huge, but to be fair, that might be the reason why she sued. Like, if they made her look good, or at least just kept it, like, you know, how she is, she may not have sued. $6 million as well? Wow. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy my videos, please help me out by liking and subscribing.